Do a little last half of the lunch break live chat. Check in on everybody. See what's good. It's crazy. It's warm enough for shorts today. Don't nobody report me. I didn't touch it. Try and soak up some of the sunshine. Be nice to get that vitamin D. It's really easy, fresh and more explained, just by change of diet and change of lifestyle. We all physically hunker down and get worn emotionally thin. I would have invited Tactical Muffin Top to participate in this live chat, but he said that he's got a bunch going on getting ready for the holidays, so he's kind of out of the picture, I think, this week, unless he finds a minute to bounce in and do one of his Catch Me When You Can streams. We'll see if we get anybody in here. Took all the advice from the ladies. Went ahead and kept the stash, but I did thin down the beard a little. Kind of shape my face so I don't feel all bushy and lion mane. I don't mind it being longer. I like the sides to stay shaped up. Start to get unruly. Tried something different today. I took a thumbnail before I went live. That appears to not be doing anything for my engagement. But if you're here, hit like, leave a comment, tell your homies. I'm almost to where I can park and look at the comments, if there are any rolling in. How's the audio? Can you hear me all right? It says we got 11 watching. Can you hear me okay? Comments aren't working or no one's leaving a comment. I don't know which. I'll get it figured out here in just a second. Backup beeper. Beep, beep, beep. All right. Touchdown. All right. 4 watching and 1 thumbs up, it says. Where are my comment section? Need to be in all messages, not just top chat. There we go. So it's Monday, December 22nd. 3 days till Christmas. Well, 3 days and a wake up till Christmas. If you don't have anything going on for Christmas, that's okay. I'll probably do something Christmas Eve day. Like if TMT or somebody else doesn't have something going on, I'll throw something out there. So we'll hang out together for a little while. I don't know what everybody's got going on, like personally, but this community's here for you. The Perspear. If anybody just wants to lay it out or let me know what they're going through or whatever, you can hit me up on TMT's Discord, DM me or whatever. I'll listen. I don't necessarily have advice, but I can listen. I'm a good listener. We can keep each other company. Levi, salute to you, sir. Looking forward to 2026. Upwards and onwards to new things. Always forward, as Twin Arrows Survival says, as Twin says. Can't go back. You got to keep moving forward. So you just perpetually bushwhack a way forward. Navigate a way forward. Alex Andre, he's got the laughy faces. That's cool. We'll take them. Trolls feed the algorithm. Hello, Wendy McIntyre. Thanks for being here. I don't like this angle. I don't like this angle either. It's whatever. We'll make do with what we got. Is the audio good? Improvise, adapt, and overcome, says Camo Carl. Yes, sir. That's it. That is the way. It is the warmest 68 degrees here today. It's weird how like in December 68 feels hot. You know, middle of May through like August, 68 feels cold. So we turn that off. Five by 5, says Levi. Excellent. I know the audio is good. Wind notwithstanding, normally my audio is better just through the phone than it ever is any of my headsets, but I need to get a good set of, a good, like, podcasting set of headphones or whatever. Something wired, not Bluetooth. Everybody says the Bluetooth always has interruptions. So I got an idea for the future. But yep, we got about another 10 minutes here to burn up. See what's going on here. Gen 6 Glocks. Before long, it looks like. Here in about a month. They say January 20th. If they're really pushing for that date, the distributors ought to get them maybe a week before or about that time. I don't know if that time frame that Glock's giving, I don't know if that's the time that they plan to release them to distributors, or if that's when distributors are free to cut loose and start doing allocation to the dealers. That Glock perfection. Yeah, I don't like this. I have to like look down. That guy's got a cool Bronco. What's everybody's opinion on the new Broncos? Depending on the trim package and the color, some of them look really cool to me, and then some of them look goofy. I like the hard top. They look good. I don't know anything about their powertrain or anything. Like, I don't know if they're actually worth a shit or if they just look cool, but I know the Jeeps are not what they used to be. If you're not prepared to spend a bunch on suspension and powertrain, they're not what they used to be. Oh, there's Levi with the Jeeps for me. Yeah. I'd like the old Cherokees, Grand Cherokee, the old boxy style. Like what Pierce Brosnan had in Dante's Inferno, or whatever the Dante's Peak, whatever the, I don't know why I can't remember. The one where there's a volcano, and he's like a seismologist or whatever, and he goes driving through the explosion, through the eruption with that Jeep, like that body style, that like early mid 90s. I think that was for me. That's like peak Jeep, because you get all the off-road capability you want realistically, but then it still has like watertight, like livable cargo space. I've spent a night in like a 99 Honda CRV, and that's not quite enough length to stretch out. Don't go to sleep somewhat dehydrated, because I had the worst Charlie horse. Any Jeep built after 99 is good, not the other way around. I thought everybody shit on the new ones made in the last 5-7 years or whatever, for sure, at least since Stellantis bought them out. Oh, before. Okay, I was going to say, I know explicitly, like, all the stuff made in the last handful of years, everybody shits on it, that, like, if you're going to buy it while it's still under warranty, drive it a couple years, and then hurry and wash your hands of it. It's everything that I've heard from my car guy friends. Heard that they're no bueno. I just wish people would make stuff that's quality. Hey, Correction Kev. We're shitting on Jeeps and just American vehicles, period. Almost all vehicles, I guess, really anymore. Nothing's built to last. And maybe that's a little bit of like false nostalgia. The reality is probably cars weren't ever better. They just had less shit to go wrong on them. You know, back when they were analog and mechanical, less electronics and computers and all that. And I recognize that, like, the emission standards and the safety standards have kind of hamstrung the engineers to pack all the required features in, crumple zones and fuel economy and whatnot. All that stuff complicates making an economical car too, I'm sure. You know, because that's the thing, they do make good cars. It's just everybody bitches and moans about what a good car costs. Which is not too dissimilar from everything else in life, I suppose. Anything that's considered a consumer good, like it's probably a fallacy to ever call a car an investment, at least a new car. Would never call a car an investment, since it depreciates as soon as you drive it off the lot. Let's see here. Comments starting to get. Give me a 1972 Chevy Blazer 4x4 350 and turbo transmission. You can work on it yourself, no damn computers. Right? And that's, the older cars, that would be the ticket. That's the reason for having something old. At least if they're still making parts for it, you can turn a wrench, you can work on it yourself. Levi spitting out all them facts. Yeah, I'm out of my depth talking cars beyond generalizations and assumptions. That's a strong observation. Crash and Kev says automakers don't make cars for people; they make them for shareholders. That's probably by and large what's wrong with a lot of industry now. Once a company goes public pretty quickly, they get away from their founders' mantra, intentions. Companies started by people with work ethic and a desire to produce a square product, or a product at a square deal, fair price. You lose that intersection of price point and quality pretty quick. Levi says never buy a truck with IFS. I don't know what that is. Is that independent front suspension? I don't know what IFS is. Huh, I guessed right. Watching this tow truck try and pull out of the parking lot. He's having a hell of a time waiting for the waters to park for him. They need to put another light in. Oh, he finally got out. Solid axle only. Duly noted, sir. None of them they-them axles. Oh. Y'all got big plans for the holidays? Have all the relatives over for Christmas? One thing that makes Chevy better than Ford is that from 55 to 75, all motors and transmissions were interchangeable in the V8 motors. Minor changes, Ford made changes every couple of years. See, you guys are a couple of gearheads, batting it back and forth. I want something minimal to work on, you know. I don't have to have power windows or all that stuff. Just I don't need Bluetooth. I don't need CarPlay or whatever. I'd like an air conditioning and heater, but besides that, and maybe a radio, I'm good. I don't need heated seats. I don't need any of the other features. Really, the less that it has a computer to think about, the better, as far as I'm concerned. Families coming into Dad's for Christmas / New Year's festivities. One brother from Arizona, and nephew, niece-in-law from Arkansas. Sounds like you're gonna have a good crowd, Mark. Camel Carl has a wood stove in his car. Good deal. And we're kind of dividing our time between different houses, between Christmas Eve and a couple spots Christmas Day. I'm gonna try and do a stream or two for the folks that don't have anybody or anywhere to go. We'll hang out, do kind of a Lonely Hearts Club stream. Michigan. Oh, I'm not keeping an eye on time. I got to wrap this one up, boys and girls. Or boys. I don't think there's any gals in the chat today. Usually it's the inverse. I fire up and I got all the ladies. This is Lawfully Armed, reminding you to stay ever free. Drink water. Eat more, move less, kiss your loved ones. Lawfully Armed, out for now. Bye.